Assalamu alaikum. Welcome my adorable students to my English class, and here with you this is me Shaila Sultana, lecturer in English, Rajuk Uttara Model College. Today my topic is cloze test with and without clues, and it is for the students of grade 9 and 10. So before going to the topic, I will make a clear idea about the topic first, and you know it that it is very much important to understand the topic first. So what is cloze test? What is cloze test with clue? And what is cloze test without clue? What is cloze test? A cloze test is a test or assessment consisting of a portion of language with certain items, words, or signs removed, where the participant is asked to replace the missing language item. It means that in a passage, gaps are given and you have to complete each of the blank according to grammatical structure. Next, what is cloze test with clue? It means that words are fixed and words are given in a box and you have to select suitable word from the box. And you should not cross the limitation. You should not go outside of the box. Next, what is cloze test without clue? It means that there will be no word given. Here is your freedom. It means that you have to select suitable word. You have to find out suitable word for each of the blank and thus complete all the gaps. Next, to clear idea more, I have brought a short example on cloze test with clue. Here I have written 3 instructions. First, use only fixed words. Second, make any grammatical changes. And lastly, use one word more than once. It is because of an instruction is given, how can you complete cloze test with clue? The instruction is fill in the gap with a suitable word from the box and make any grammatical changes if you need. And also there are more words than you need. So you should not cross the boundary of the box. Select your suitable word from the box. Okay. Now I will complete it. First, I will tell about the words drive, be, frequent, without, conscious. It is difficult to drive in Bangladesh if you have no experience of driving here. Listen to me attentively. Here, I am to change drive into driving. It is because of according to the demand of the sentence. Next, drivers change lanes blank. Drivers change lanes frequently. Here also, according to the demand of the sentence, I change frequent into frequently. As a foreigner, you may find lane changing without signal quite distressing. Then, many people are not at all blank about traffic signals, are not at all conscious about traffic signals. So, road accident happens due to reckless driving. Once again, I am to use drive and change into driving. So, be careful. Here, you can change your word according to the demand of the sentence. You can use one word more than once and you use your word only from the box. Next, to develop the idea and to develop your skill to complete the gaps of cloze test with clue and without clue, I have given here some tips. And inshallah, I hope that all these are very much helpful for you. First, I have suggested you to understand the theme of the passage. It is most important. If you don't understand the theme of the passage, you will not be able to use word correctly. Next, utilize sense properly. I'm telling you to read the passage and try to understand the meaning of the passage, and thus you will be able to apply suitable word. If you don't understand the meaning, how can you apply correct word? It is totally impossible. So you have to understand the meaning of the passage. Next, learning vocabulary. You know, vocabulary is most important to learn English or to learn any other language. Because of the more you learn vocabulary, the more it will be easy for you to use word. Next, understand the tense of the passage. It is another most important item to understand the tense of the passage. Sometimes passage is written in the past tense, sometimes passage is written in the present tense, and sometimes passage is written in mixed version of tense, present, past, future. So it is very much important to understand the tense of the passage. Next, understand the construction of sentences. It is another important part. If you don't understand the structure of the sentence, then it will be very much difficult for you to complete your gap, because then you don't understand which parts of speech is suitable for the blank. Next, understand parts of speech. I am telling parts of speech is the layout construction of learning English. So if you are weak in parts of speech, you will be unable to complete your gaps properly, because in a sentence, you know that each word has special job. That means every word belongs to parts of speech. So it is most important to learn to understand parts of speech. And next, relation of words. Relation of words means which word comes after another. Okay, so it is very much important. So if you understand parts of speech, then it will be very easy for you. And lastly, formation of words. Formation of words means you have seen that in the previous example, I have showed drive and changed into driving. So this is called word formation. Suppose die is a verb, death is noun, and dying is adjective. This is called word formation. So you have to learn the skill of word formation. And when you all these items are learned by you, then it will be very easy for you to complete cloze test with clue and cloze test without clue perfectly. So my dear students, here I have brought some rules which are very much important for both topics, cloze test with clue and cloze test without clue. First, I have written article, then noun, then verb, object or extension. It is because of, if you see that gap comes after article, and after gap you have found verb, object or extension, then must use noun. Okay, suppose I have given here an example, there lived a blank in India. There lived a, that means blank comes after article. I have written king, man. I can also write here singer. I can also write here writer, or any other suitable noun which is suit for the passage. Next, article, adjective, noun. If you find any gap between article and noun, in that case apply adjective. Here My example is that there lived a blank king in India. There lived a kind king. There lived a greedy king. There lived a or any other suitable adjective you can apply here. Next, article, adjective and noun. That means gap between adjective and noun. Which word is suitable? Verb past participle form, present participle verb, and noun adjective. I have written here, I saw a nice blank sari at New Market. What type of sari? You can write here verb past participle form, verb present participle, and noun adjective. My answer is Jamdani sari or embroidered sari. Both are suitable. My next rule is that gap comes immediate after preposition. Okay, immediate after preposition. So in that case, you can apply here noun and gerund. Here my example for blank, he was punished. I have written the answer for mistakes, for dishonesty. My next example, gap between preposition and noun. In that case, the suitable word is present participle or adjective. I have written here, for blank mistakes, he was punished. For great mistakes, for his mistakes, for committing mistakes, he was punished. So, if you know the rule, if you understand the rules, it will be very easy for you to complete the gaps of with clause and without clause correctly. I am telling you rules and you have to practice all these rules at home. Otherwise, it will be difficult, it will be impossible for you to complete each of the blank correctly. My next rule is that I have written some verb, look, seem, grow, taste, remain, sound, appear, turn, become, heap, etc. verb. Just remember and memorize all these verbs, okay? I've suggested you to memorize all these verbs and it is very common rule, and after all these verbs, if you find any gap, then must apply adjective. The example is the baby looks blank. The answer, the baby looks nice, pretty, beautiful, smart, gloomy, glad, grave, attractive, ugly, etc. So, must remember, you should memorize all these verbs. Next rule, it is also another very common rule. One of the, many of the, most of the, most of the, then most other, very few, then all other, many other, then plural form of noun. If you find any gap after this phrase, always use plural noun. I have written here, Tanzil is one of the tallest blank of the school. Tanzil is one of the tallest students, one of the tallest boys, one of the tallest men. I think these conceptions are clear to you. My next rules are here. Here I have written being, been, to be, having, get, got, getting. If you find any blank after these verbs, after this word, always write verb past participle form. Here, having blank the work, he left the office. I have written the answer, having finished the work, having done the work. You can write having completed the work, etc. Next, I have written possessive pronoun or possessive adjective. Here, my, our, your, their, his, her, its, and apostrophe s. It means that if you find any blank just immediate after possessive case, must write noun to complete the blank. Their blank can never be forgotten. The example is that their blank can never be forgotten. I have written the answer, their contribution, their hospitality, their mother. Okay. But remember, if you find a gap between possessive case and noun, so in that case, use adjective, present participle and verb past participle form to complete the gap. Here my example is his blank mother wanted water. His blank mother wanted water. So the answer I can write here, his sick mother, his dying mother, his wounded mother. 3 are correct. My next rules are here. I have written with a view to, look forward to, get used to, prefer to, accustomed to, be used to. Remember, after these words, after these phrases, write present participle to complete gap. He was used to blank in cold climate. My answer is he was used to living, he was used to working, he was used to driving, he was used to skiing. Okay, so it totally depends on passage. You have to understand the theme of the passage, you have to understand the meaning of the passage. Thus it will be easy and you will be able to complete your gaps properly. Next, gap between auxiliary and principal verb. If you find any gap between auxiliary and principal verb, there you must write adverb. My example, today he is blank cooking food for us. I have written the answer. Today he is seriously cooking food for us. Today he is truly cooking food for us. Both answer is correct. So it's now your duty to complete all these rules at your home and practice daily. Okay. There is no alternative of practice English grammar. The more you practice, the more you will be able to develop your skill. So, my adorable students, today I have discussed on the topic cloze test with clue and without clue, and also some rules regarding the topic. Inshallah, very soon I will upload my next video and keep watching the website of Rajputara Model College, and there I will show some exercises on the topic of cloze test with clue and without clue. Inshallah. Okay, thank you everyone.